Alright, next part. Have you
So
watched
yeah, basically,
Isekai Quartet yet?
not yet.
Do you even know what that is?
I do know what it is. It is a comedy series that involves a host of different.
For Overlord. Okay, season 1 is Overlord,
Uh,
Tanya, Saga of Tanya the Evil, Ray Zero, and Konosuba. Season 2 introduces Naofumi, Raftalia, and Philo. Although, unfortunately, they are not main characters and are only side characters. And it's
I'm trying to remember if her name's Firo or Philo.
they pronounce it Philo in the anime.
This show, yeah. I'm trying to
But
remember
no,
how it was written.
have you? Which one of those have you not watched? I know I've been trying to get you to watch Overlord with me, but we haven't had a good streaming
We've
service.
watched Overlord.
We never got to. I don't think. Did we finish
Season
season
3.
2? Did we
We
finish?
finished season 2. Yep.
We did. I don't remember finishing.
Yep.
We
The
gotta get.
whole thing with the fourth boss.
Right.
The fourth boss. And he's like, you gotta go do this with the Beastman or the Lizardman. And he's like, okay. Do that whole thing with the Lizardman.
We did, yeah, but that was the first half. Did we finish the? Did we finish? I forgot the dragon dude's name. I'm very upset at myself. He's like
Yes. Yes.
he fought the
Yep.
the guild, and the bald dude.
Because we also learned about the princess.
We
What she's
learned
actually like.
how she. Yeah, okay, she learned the sadistic, fucked up part.
And the little
How she wants
the
to
knight
how
that-
she wants to watch what's his name die and then get revived
Not
by
die.
her. No, she wanted to see him die and then get revived by her specifically. Because she wants to see him like look at her like a goddess. Because she's
Oh, I thought it was just hurt. Like just extremely hurt.
No, she wants him to look at her like ridiculously like a goddess. Like she wants him to she wants him to worship her, and it's in a very fucking creepy way. But yeah, so I guess we never got to season 3, which is the worst season, and I'm not really excited.
I thought you said you liked season 3.
It's alright. There's some good parts. It's when the show really shows that they're villain characters.
Yeah,
Like they go ham on them being like super villain esque and not being like the
they
good
are.
guy. No,
they,
but they don't.
They,
But they solve situations and make it better in the other seasons. But in season 3, they make the situations even like worse for everybody.
I mean, if you look at what they did in the first part of season 2, like they were going to kill them all.
True, but then
The only thing that stopped it was like,
Cocytus
hey, we can use them.
No, that was all because of Cocytus. Cocytus made him say like, yeah, we can use these guys. It's like, I don't know, and then Ainz himself was like, I don't know, they don't really seem like they'd be good. Like, we can literally just kill a bunch of humans and just make a shit ton of those elder dead knights or whatever. I forget the fucking name of them.
Just race it dead.
Yeah, but something, I forget what it was. But no, in season 3, they go ham on it. Like, no,
That's cool.
Balls to the wall, we fucking evil. You thought these were the good guys that were gonna become badasses later on? Nah.
I'm glad to hear that because, like, I never really thought of him inherently as a hero. He was just doing things for the pure advantage that it was getting.
Yeah, if it benefited him, he did it.
Yes, like that was very clear from the beginning. It's like, I'm going to keep these people alive because that's information for me.
But no,
It's called
I
Overlord.
didn't like season 3 because the animation and art style quality went down.
Oh, I thought you said you liked season 3 because it became more political.
Oh, it did. The politics went fucking like up, like very up. Like they focused less on the action and more on the politics. Although that was more the second half. The second half is when they focused on the politics. The first half is when they did a lot of evil shit. So I guess I could just say I like the second half, but not the first half. Even though the second half is the one that admittedly has the worst of the
God damn it.
animation shit.
Can you help me get this?
I don't even know where you're trying to go.
It's look,
Oh, I
the
see
quest
it.
mark.
I see it.
You gotta grab it as you're falling down.
Can I land on it?
Kind of, but not really.
I mean, I just did. But
So yeah, I've seen Shield Hero. I'm disappointed that I got confirmed for season 2, season 3, and no
there's a
game, no
Call of the
life is
Vault
still
like
not.
right next to it, by the way. I don't know if you care at all. Just look where I am if you want. If you want to come
Still
get it.
disappointed that No Game No Life is not getting a season 2.
I stopped caring about No Game of Life when I found out it traced its
Yeah, but
art.
No Game No Life is much better than Hero.
I forget, was it Fairy Tale or was it, what was it that, I forget what, that news is like 6 years old or something, but I forget who they said the artist traced his novels for, his manga from, or covers from, I can't remember. Hey, you're not gonna come get the Colt? Alright.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, it was right where it is, there's literally that opening right where the crumpet was. I already fell down, but you have to land in there. You see where I'm firing. There you go. Did you watch Tanya yet? I know I
have not watched Tanya.
And I will tell you once again, it is not literally Lolly Hitler.
It's Lolly Hitler.
It's not Lolly Hitler.
It's Lolly Hitler.
They are not. Oh my god.
They're Nazis.
They are not Nazis.
They're Nazis.
Oh my god. I swear, people on the internet just wanted to be like, oh my god, it's like World War I or II, Germany.
Two's Nazis. One is just way before Hitler. Not way before Hitler, but
it's literally just Germany, and like it's like World War I or II Germany, but it's not actually like Nazis. But everyone just wanted to say Lolly Hitler. That's all everyone wanted to fucking say, and it fucking blew up. Is she an awful human being? Yes. Is she fucking literally Hitler? No.
You mean her? He.
It's whatever. I'm not getting into that discussion. I hate how people were like, "Oh man, which one is it?" As far as I'm concerned,
10-year-old
it's a she.
body. A 40-year-old man and a 10-year-old.
Considering that the guy also kind of just accepted that that he's a girl now, I definitely am gonna refer to him as a she.
I've seen photos of them.
Yeah, so really the only one you're missing right now is actually, wait, did you watch ReZero yet? I forget.
I did watch ReZero and it was alright.
Oh, that's right, you didn't really like it. I kind of. So one thing I kind of really talk about is why people are mixed on ReZero is because you're watching it at the same kind of pace as the main character is. Like, you're going through the problems as the main character, and because of that, you will find solutions probably faster than the main character, and because he doesn't find it as fast as you get annoyed by that. And that's why probably a lot of people stopped watching it or didn't find it as interesting. Because you're like, oh,
I think the other thing for me though is because I watched like a bunch of comedy stuff on it, so I kind of just became more like
the comedy
end of it.
It was a little weird
so, like,
how it would jump to like super funny, happy-go-lucky times.
No, I mean like ReZero Bridge. I mean like ReZero Bridge or like ReZero in 8 minutes.
Yeah, I never watched those, so I can't. Really. Oh, so you just couldn't take it seriously.
No, I mean I watched all of it before I watched all that stuff, but it's just like, you know, you kind of like see some satire on it. You're like, that's pretty true.
I didn't watch ReZero Bridge. Maybe I should.
It's like how I watched.
I plan on rewatching ReZero just because
I watched
the second season.
The salad? Why is that a problem?
You know who likes the taste of salads? Adults! I don't want to be an adult.
Tina, you're talking to 3 grown people who just collected a bunch of imaginary crumpets because they thought it'd be fun. There's no such thing as adulthood.
You know what, girl? You make a good point. You get to live. For now. Turn the quest into Ellie and I'll give y'all some XP.
Okay.
Worth it.
No, I kind of agree with what she said. There is no such thing as fucking adulthood. But, I forget what we were talking about. You annoying fucking spiders.
But essentially it was just, I don't know, like, I watched it, it was like, okay, this is kind of cool concept, but at the same time it's just like, I don't know, just like nothing made me feel too, like, into it.
Nothing like a turret. Pour one for the turret.
I think it was also kind of the fact that, like, there was just very clue. I guess, yeah, the pacing of it, like, there was just clear things that he could have done that he didn't do.
And a lot of people point this out, like, why can't he just write down that he has the power to cheat death? Like, they never actually tested that.
No, I think it's shown that full-on communication about it.
I don't know, there's a lot of people who were, like, wondering why he doesn't test certain ways that he can just pretend to tell people he can cheat death.
I mean, I can understand why you wouldn't want to test that if it's happened to you already.
But at the same time, it's like he has an infinite amount of times he can die. There's so many things he can try.
Yeah, but you also still feel all that pain.
He gets over, but the only problem against that though is he gets over that feeling of dying. He still feels the pain, obviously, but he like gets the resolve to do it.
Well, the thing though is like he got over it. The time he got over it once, the person he cared about died.
Another thing that I personally hated was like, and there's an excuse between the first two deaths because it's like they were literally intertwined. He had no time in between them. But in between the second and third death, he had a shit ton of time to learn some skills, and he just focuses on being a butler. Like, he's literally has extreme good cleaning skills and above average strength. Like, that's literally all he has. And a lot of people, myself included, don't understand why he doesn't just, you know, either A, learn magic, or B, learn some, like, sword fighting skills to, you know, get better and not die and be able to protect those he loves a little bit more. And not be too overly reliant on everybody else. Which, yes, you still want to make allies like he does during the third death, but it's still like, why? Why don't you do more? Or I understand you're trying to have fun with fucking Amelia or whatever. It's just like, god damn it, do more! Stop fucking around!
Amelia, why don't you... Maybe I will. No, you won't. I didn't hear that.
Although I will say this, the amount of world building they give is really good. Like, they give just enough that you want to know more. Like, I still want to know what the fuck happened with Puck in that one death where he accidentally...
Yeah, that's one of those other things. Like, there's...
You don't like the world building?
No, like, there's just so much, like, left open that, like, there's more interest in that stuff than, like, other things, and it's like...
Like, I really want to know what the fuck was up with Puck. Like, why did he turn into that giant monster when Amelia got killed? And then said, oh, well, this entire world is doomed now, so I'm gonna destroy everything. And it just leaves it. Like, the ending doesn't change from that, and I loved that because it made me just question everything, and I wanted to know more. And they just don't do anything, and it's like, I get that. That seems like that'll be like a end of the anime, end of the series kind of question. But it's like, oh, I want to know more. Tell me more. And like he never like Subaru knows that Puck's like some kind of giant monster thing, but he never talks about it, never questions it. It's like, I want to know more about that. If that thing jumped out and killed me after Amelia's death and talked about how like he's gonna destroy the world now that Amelia's dead, I think I would be very much more motivated to keep Amelia alive, and I would want to know more about that. It's just but that's kind of what my first point was, though, because my first point was about how as a viewer you're like the same as Subaru, so you want to know, or you want to do things differently as him.
He just doesn't ask enough things, or he doesn't like like memoir until the end with like that Polstergeist dude. Like, he doesn't like memoir enough stuff down to react to things.
Yeah, he doesn't think about it as much until he fights the sloth dude, which is kind of disappointing. Are we supposed to be doing something over here? Because you kind of left me.
Trying to get out of this place.
Edgar in there? No? Doesn't look like it. He'd be wearing a crown. I think these are just some...
Oh, I was gonna turn the mission in and then start doing missions by areas.
I'm just gonna kill these things a little.
Heads up, badass!
Oh boy.
Meet my lady friend.
Pull swords out.
She chose him, I got angry, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, when you do find him, put a bullet in his head.
I'm pretty sure this were literally just 2 parts of just us talking about isekai anime.
Yeah.
But, funny, I got off topic from this earlier, but I was gonna bring up how, like, isekai is kind of becoming, like, a main genre, and there's now gonna be subgenres isekai, because now there is a isekai rom-com that's coming out that I think I saw that Crunchyroll is actually just straight up animating? I don't know. No shit, I fucked up. Oh, I did fuck up.
I know there's the one isekai where it's like the guy and he's a wrestler and he gets teleported in the world to kill the Demon King.
Was that the one where he's like, where he has to plan stuff like far ahead, like everything?
No,
Has
no,
to
no,
be...
no, no.
That one
it's a
was
full,
kind of eh.
No, it's a full comedy. He's like a wrestler and he loves animals. He wants to open a zoo. That's why he wrestles, I think, or something like that. But he gets teleported to that world, and the princess is like going on like, oh yeah, Demon King. She's just like describing him, and she describes like I think he's like a boar or something. So he's kind of just like, you want me to hurt animals? So he like walks up behind her, grabs her, and she thought that he was like trying to court her, and he just like German suplexes her straight.
Okay, sounds good.
And then she gets embarrassed because like her underwear is shown to like the whole court and all that. But like
So
he winds up leaving. He winds up leaving and then like making like somewhat allies with these other different people who like I know like two of them I think he also like winds up German suplexing and like other like moves and all that stuff constantly to them because they threaten animals, and the mere concept of threatening animals gets him angry. So it's just like him going around the world making demi-human beast things because he loves all the different animals.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a giant comedy. Because I remember like one of the episodes, like he starts doing like a giant like fantasy world wrestling circuit.
One thing did you see the stupid MILF isekai?
The what?
The MILF one.
No, I didn't know there was one.
It's oh god, what the fuck is it? It's like, because also the titles are fucking impossible to remember because they're getting more and more elaborate. It's like, how can I play this RPG, or how can I be in another world if my mom does like double attack or something? Pretty much the whole gimmick is there's two people that get sent to another world. It's the son and his mother. The son does it because he wants to escape his annoying mother. The mother just wants to love her son, essentially. And essentially, the son is kind of a mediocre, doesn't really do too much. He's not like super garbage like Kazuma, but he actually can fight and do stuff, and he's but he's generic. Listen.
Kazuma
is good. Okay,
Kazuma has accomplished more than Subaru.
But
just remember that.
But the mom has like is super overpowered and has like 2 super legendary weapons, even though she was only supposed to be able to use 1. Because she like broke the rules or something. I don't remember. I kind of glimpsed through the anime because I thought it was hilarious. It's just stupid. It's just MILF jokes over and over and over again. Although I just kind of found that funny. Although the mom was also hot. But anyway, it was pretty much just that. It was alright. It was really just the meme anime of the season that got way too much attention.
You know what keeps popping up into my feed every once in a while?
What?
Shit from Interspecies Reviewer.
Yeah, because Funimation and a bunch of other sites, or a bunch of other, what's the word I'm looking for? Localization companies dropped it because they didn't realize there were sex scenes in it. And you know what's funny too? A Japanese TV studio also dropped it because they didn't realize they had porn in it. Like literally a channel in Japan dropped it because they themselves didn't know it. It's like, who the fuck's this creator and writer that managed to make a literal series about reviewing like brothels and somehow snuck it in that there's sex scenes in it? Like, what the fuck?
Dude must be a legend.
Like, that's literally why it was so popular in the news, because everyone was like, how do you fail so horribly at not realizing there's sex scenes in this? When the whole premise is about...
It's called Interspecies Reviewer. It's like, there was only 3 things that could have came out of that.
And that's pretty much why it was such a big thing. Although Funimation has recently been coming under a lot of heat for a couple different things. Did you see
Never would have guessed.
Did you see the voice clips for DBZ?
No, but I'm sure it's horrible.
Oh god, dude, it's bad. They say the N-word. It's literally it's like the Goku VA, the Vegeta VA, the English VAs, official VAs, all the VAs for like Bulma, Chi-Chi saying the N-word, F-word, dude, it was, yes, I'm being dead serious, dude. It's like, it was supposed to be test clips of them doing the voice, is what they didn't actually. Now I think about it, was an official statement ever made on that fucking leak? Oh my god, I don't think an official statement was ever made for this shit. I think they just kind of blew it under the water. But essentially, it's literally them saying the most offensive shit you can ever think of in like the official voices.
Well,
For no reason.
I mean,
Just
I would say that
literally
I'm
them saying
surprised,
it.
but I mean, I know that they're a bunch of trash people over there.
You fellas meet the missus?
That's literally what it was. It was just think of the most offensive things you can say that would make someone angry, and that's literally what it was. And it's just, it was bad. It was really bad. I just thought about that. Was there ever an official statement?
Probably not, because, you know, Funimation's got some big bucks.
I honestly don't think there was. I'm trying to think about that. It kind of just went under the water because I guess either everybody cared for like the first 2 days, and I'm really trying to think if there was an official statement. I don't think there was. That's really shocking.
They probably just went, hey, Vic McNanya, and then got all the...
Oh my god, Eddie, I'm not doing that one with you.
That's all I'm going to say. They probably just said that and got it.
Although I'm kind of laughing how you pronounce his last name. Although, to be honest, I don't know how to pronounce his last name either, so I don't really blame you too much.
I think it's pronounced Magnolia. It's something close to that. First time I heard his voice was as Vic from Red vs. Blue.
Really?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, he did Vic in Red vs. Blue.
I find it funny how Red vs. Blue is literally, like, unlike Ruby and all the other Rooster Teeth shows, it literally just started out as like, I don't want to say, no, it wasn't Gary's Box. They straight up just recorded it from.
They recorded straight off of Halo.
Yeah, I know. But I just find it funny. That's what it literally started as, and it just became its own show, equivalent to Ruby and like Camp and whatever that new sci-fi one was they were doing. I can't remember.
Genlock? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if Genlock got confirmed for a season 2 or not. I haven't seen anything.
I could have sworn it did. I remember seeing a bunch of voice actors saying, "Hey, I'm gonna be in season 2 of Genlock."
I have not heard news of any episodes coming out yet.
I'm also on Twitter though. That might be why. A lot of voice actors are more vocal on there. Excuse the pun.
Let me bust out my Rooster Teeth app.
Oh my god, these skeletal seers. Fuck off.
Nope. And dated was Ruby, which was a disappointment to me. Oh, they're bringing Leonardo out. Death Battle again.
Yeah, I saw that. I was kind of.
I wonder who he's facing.
It's a Power Ranger.
Oh.
Red Ranger. Because they're both team leaders. They're probably gonna make a joke about how he killed off all his brothers.
Team leaders.
You killed the last one? God damn it. Yeah, I was about to say, you're not gonna be able to escape my fucking turrets. Or maybe you will.
You can't escape me shooting at the floor.
Think it's dead? Yeah, it's dead.
It's dead.
That's really bothering me now. I don't think there was ever an official statement on that shit.
Did I tell you about how disappointed I was for Ruby this volume?
I feel like we did like a couple sessions ago.
Good.
Because we were talking about Jello Apocalypse, so this is basically Ruby. And I think it was literally in this fucking dungeon part too. Now that I think about it. I think it was our original run.
I've watched a few more.
I'm being dead serious.
Videos.
I think we literally talked about it going up this elevator. Like, I think that's how on point this conversation is.
I watched. So this is basically Kingdom
Also, I'm
Hearts.
sorry for coughing, everybody. I am fucking still getting off a flu.
And I started playing Kingdom Hearts 1, and I'm just like, wow, he's not even joking. Not that I hate Kingdom Hearts. Mostly enjoyable, but it does have a lot of.
I understand Kingdom Hearts is a good game series, but I'm not at all interested in it.
I'm playing the first one.
I played
mostly enjoyable, but
I played
there were
Birth
parts
by
that...
Sleep and the GBA card-based one. Although apparently the GBA card one is apparently really popular. Yeah, I thought it was alright. Those are the only two I played though. I showed. Birth by Sleep's official. Whatever.
I showed that video to two of my friends who both like played a lot of Kingdom Hearts. My one friend said, "Wow, That's the most accurate description.
Another
My other friends somewhat confirmed some of the stuff in that. Best part of that is just like Joy, Sora, Goofy, and Donald's unconscious body. And I gotta say, playing, I'm almost at the end of the first game. I think at least almost at the end of the first game. That is very true.
No.
All my fights, Donald just dies, just constantly, just always going unconscious. Most useless thing in the world. I'm pretty sure I've healed.
For is healing. Oh.
I've healed more than him as Sora.
I forget if the card one, his only good card is that he heals you. Cause I just remember constantly using the card, Donald heal, Donald heal, Donald heal, because he has like Donald Fire and he's fucking useless. But I also just hated the card game because I hated the fucking number system. I understand that, like, yes, 1 through 9, 9 is the best, but at 0 just cancels out everything except for other zeros. Actually, that's not true. 0 cancels out 0 as well. But God damn it, I hated the deck building part of that fucking shit. Because it's like, oh, I want to have all the super strong, powerful spells. You can't. Why? Because your fucking deck list doesn't allow it. So you mean to tell me if I want really powerful cards, they have to be like the level 1 versions of them? Yes. Like, why? Then my opponent fucking has all level 8s and 9s. How the fuck am I supposed to beat that shit? I always got stuck on Captain Hook, too. This fucking Hook's just like, oh, here, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 9.
You should see critical mode in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, fucking awful.
In critical mode at Kingdom Hearts 3, you die either between 1 to 3 hits. You die every time. I need help.
Birth by Sleep I think I enjoyed more, just because you had access to 3 different characters who had different stories, and I just kind of found the difference in gameplay what made me enjoy replaying it.
Is that Nami?
No, that's Aqua, Terra, and Ventus.
Oh yeah,
it's technically a
I know
it's technically a prequel.
It's a pre-sequel.
Yeah.
Pre-sequel. It's a prequel. Yeah, it's stories of stuff that happened.
Although Terra
that's
was
where you learned that
because obviously he's just straight up brawn. And I would say Ventus might be my favorite gameplay-wise, because actually
he's actually very, like, you gotta think about that though, like in the context of what all the other Keyblade masters are. I mean, I know you don't know that, but he's pretty impressive in the fact that he does match them out through just his like technique and strength.
His thing in the Birth by Sleep was that he's really fast, which he is. He's the fastest in terms of melee attacks, but he doesn't
also
deal that much
the
damage.
Strongest, because Aqua uses a lot of magic.
Yeah, Aqua's the magic
user.
user.
Pretty much a lot of magic as well.
Oh right, Tempest, not Ventus. Or is it? I don't remember. It's been literal years.
What, Ventus?
Yeah, I couldn't remember his name.
There's Ventus and there's Vanitas.
Oh god, fuck! Seeing the little tiny sputters freaked me out.
And there's Terra and there's Terranort.
And don't forget, there's not Voldemort. Oh, god damn it, you said his name already.
What, Terranort?
Yeah, I was trying to make the joke of not Voldemort.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they literally weren't able to say his name at some points of the fucking game, and it's just like...
What, Terranort?
Yeah, they were... For some reason, there was like a taboo of saying his name in certain parts of Birth by Sleep. I was like, is this supposed to be a really stupid Voldemort reference? Because it's not that funny as you think it is, writers.
The only thing I can think about is just the fact that like it's hard for Aqua because she lost both of her friends.
But remember, this was before she lost her friends. This was like the event.
Terranort is after she lost her friends.
I think it was Xehanort. I think his name was.
Master Xehanort
yeah.
is the Master of Darkness. Master Ericus is the Master of Light.
This is why I don't play.
Master Xehanort travels through time constantly to collect his different members so he can make 13 members of darkness for the Keyblade War.
I don't want to listen to this.
It's fair. No, Terra does his mastery exam. He corrupts Terra. That's it. Simple. That's it. Yeah, don't do that. Like, that's all it is. He does that. He just puts his name on top. Terra being controlled by Xehanort.
I don't want to
That's
talk
the
about
easiest
Kingdom
way.
Hearts anymore.
Too bad. Where's the? There is no fast travel.
Let's talk about it anymore.
There's no fast travel here.
We figured this out last time.
I have to go the other way.
There's no fast travel period, I thought.
Awesome. All of the cool kids are doing it.
There's one inside the castle layer. But
Don't you usually stop around this time?
I could.
I just kind of looked at the time.
I just wanna I wanna kind of get this quest turned in.
Yeah, well, I should have fucking cut it then. Yeah, well. Or maybe I'll just cut it so we're back at the we're back at the town. I don't know. I said earlier I was gonna rewatch Ray Zero, which I probably will after this. I'm probably gonna go make a fajita and then start watching that, rewatching it. But the problem with rewatching it is like, at least with the second death, you had a mystery aspect of it where it's like, oh, how did he die? And it's like you kind of lose that. It's like replaying a mystery game again. It's like you already know what the outcome is and who did what. It's just not as interesting now because you already know who it is. That's why I can't find myself to let's play the Phoenix Wright games, because it's like I already know how the outcome is. I know how to do what to press and what to present at what. It's not really as fun. It's probably why I won't LP them. Maybe I'll let's play like one of the newer ones, but that's kind of why I prefer to do blind let's plays, since most of the let's plays I've been doing have been detective games, and it's like you can't really do a non-blind detective game. That kind of ruins the appeal. If I do a non-blind game, I want to do like an RPG or something, so I have an experience with it, so I know what to grab and when. Although that's usually never the case either, because I'm not like 100% great at certain RPGs, but I definitely would be good enough with the ones I plan on doing that I know enough to do certain things in certain orders. Also, you like clicked you sucked your teeth. What was that? What happened?
It's just like me, like, oh man, I remember how horrible navigating area is again. I've never been a huge fan of navigating this area.
I feel like you're going back the way we would. Yeah.
Damn it. Where is the well? Just the moment where I wish I was playing Creek so I can just run around very fast.
Oh, can't unlock that shit. Fuck, you can't unlock that either.
Oh, there's another way to do this, but I don't want to do it like that.
Can't we just fast travel? Wee.
They did add that in the new one. You can fast travel from the map.
Oh god. I thought. And it's just a pitch black nothingness. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Thinking about buying Pine.
I don't know what that is.
It is a game on Steam. And it, I think like humans never got to the top of the food chain. There's like a bunch of like anthropomorphic like animals that wander the world, and you gotta like survive as just a human in it. I think you're part of like a little fox tribe or something. But it seemed really interesting.
You know what game I'm really trying to push right now, but I need more than just you and me. I would need like a group of 5 people.
What game?
You. Project Winter. It's essentially Trouble in Terrorist Town meets fuck, what's the game that Anna's been playing a lot of?
Get the fuck out.
I forgot. Wait, she played. Ew. That game's alright. I don't know how I feel toward it. Also, I might have to fast travel. Oh, no, that's not a fast travel thing. I'm at the well though. Don't Starve. It's a mix of Don't Starve and Trouble in Terror Zone. You gather resources. There's 2 traders who are trying to kill everybody and make sure they don't survive. Crafting, whole 9 yards. You gotta escape from a frozen mountain. There's a hunger bar. There's a bar to make sure you stay warm, so you know you're in a fucking giant snowy mountain. It looks a lot of fun. I want to play it, but the problem is you need like I think it's like a 4 people minimum. But obviously it'd be more fun if there's like 5 or 6. And there's 2 terrorists, or 2 terrorists. God damn it, Trouble in Terror Zone.
The queen is counting.
But there's, I don't know. There's a lot of
Oh
games
my
I want
god,
to
I
do
just
that
had
are
the best
co-op.
idea.
But
Crumbled chocolate chip cookies over a salad.
Whatever floats your boat, kid.
I don't know. There's a lot of co-op shit I want to do. Some of which I want to